Hey French horns, this is the tutorial for half scale number 5, which is concert F, your C scale. Now this is probably your first half scale to learn, so we're going to show you kind of how to go through it and what to look for and figure out, because eventually we want you to learn them on your own. Okay, so we're looking at number 5 here, and the first note is C. If you remember, C is below the staff. We've got the cat whiskers, so cat whisker C down there at the bottom. And we're going to look over and try to find that picture of that note right there. We're going to try to find that on the fingering chart. And here it is. Now you notice that's pretty far down the page of this big fingering chart. Notice we've got a couple lines where it has double the staffs and it kind of connected and kind of weird. And then it goes to normal. That's right where our C is. I want to make this a little bit bigger so we can see all the notes that we're worried about a little bit more easily. Okay, so there's that C, it's open. So that means we don't press any of the buttons down, okay? And the next note in our scale is D. I always say D for down below the staff. It's the first note that's down below the staff. I look over here and find that picture, which is going to be just to the right of that. The fingering chart is used just like a book. So we read it going across, and then we go down, and then we go across to find the notes as they're going up the staff. So there's D, first valve. Come over here, we find E. You can remember that from our Every Good Boy Does Fine, naming of the notes on the staff. And we come over here, find the E, that picture matches, and it's open. And we come back over to this one. The fourth note is F for face space, F-A-C-E. So there's our F. Look over here. Oh, that's first valve down. Okay, and then we come to G on the top. And G is our second line. That's all the way down here on the next line of the fingering chart. Okay, and G is open. Now you notice there that when we went from C, D, E, F, G, all we had to do was go from open to first finger, open to first finger, open to first finger, open. So it doesn't get much easier than that, right? So we're going to play a test note and play the sound of the first note. Then we're going to play the scale going up, the scale going down. While we do, we think the letter names in our head. After we rest, we're going to play the arpeggio, which is the first note of every measure. And in this case, those arpeggio notes are circled. So we're going to play C, E, G, E, and C. And those notes all have no fingers pressed down. They're all in the open position. Okay, so let's turn our metronome on and do a test note for about 4 beats. And then we're going to take a really good breath and play the scale. Forwards and backwards, then the arpeggio. Here we go. Let's do a test note on C. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so we practice those nice and slow. Now we're going to flip to the other side of the page to find the pass-off version. So I'm going to pull that up for me. Okay, and so now we look down to number 5, and exactly the same notes. Okay, but now they're just a little bit faster. They're in quarter notes instead of half notes. And then the arpeggio is written out, okay, on this side. So once again, we're going to play a test note, and then we'll play the scale in quarter notes, and then we'll play the arpeggio in half notes. Set position, test note, 1, 2.